All right, you filthy animals. You ready to get your hands dirty?
I'm always ready.
Good, because today we're diving headfirst into the wonderful world of movie piracy.
Ooh, yeah.
The shit that pisses off those Hollywood bigwigs more than anything.
Makes you feel kind of good, doesn't it?
Damn right it does.
Yeah.
So we're talking about how those movies end up online before they even hit the damn theaters, and how they end up on those sites. You know, the ones.
Those are the good old days.
So to help us wade through this digital cesspool, we've got a bona fide expert here, someone who knows this shit better than the back of their hand.
I wouldn't say better than the back of my hand, but yeah, I know my way around.
That's what I like to hear. So let's start with the basics, the OG of movie piracy, those shitty-ass cam reps.
No, you mean the ones that look like they were filmed with a potato during an earthquake?
Exactly. Those blurry-ass abominations.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever wonder who the hell actually watches that shit?
You'd be surprised. There's a certain charm to them, you know?
Charm? What the hell are you talking about? It's like watching a movie through a goddamn kaleidoscope.
I'm just saying there's a certain rawness to them, a sense of, being there in the theater.
Yeah, being there with some asshole's head blocking half the screen.
Hey, sometimes you get lucky and catch a fight breaking out.
Oh yeah, that's quality entertainment right there.
I'm just saying, it adds to the experience.
All right, I'll give you that. But let's be real. Cams at the bottom of the barrel. If you're going to pirate a movie, at least do it with some goddamn dignity.
I hear ya. So you're looking for something to step up, huh?
Yeah, something that doesn't make my eyes bleed.
Well, in that case, let's talk about TLSYNCs, or TS for short.
Ooh, fancy name? Because I mean, it's actually watchable?
Let's just say it's a step up from those shaky cam monstrosities.
Oh, spill the beans.
Uh-huh.
What makes these TS rips so special?
It's all about the audio. You see, with cams, they're relying on that shitty camera mic to pick up the sound.
Which means you get to hear every cough, every rustle of popcorn, every goddamn fart in the audience?
Pretty much. But with TS rips, they try to tap into a separate audio source.
Like what? Some kind of secret pirate radio station.
Not quite. Sometimes it's a line meant for the hearing impaired. Other times it's an FM broadcast.
So basically they're hijacking accessibility features to make their shitty rips slightly less shitty.
Hey, you gotta give them credit for resourcefulness, right?
Yeah, I guess. So better audio, but the video is still garbage.
The video quality is still gonna be pretty rough, yeah.
All right, so we've got cams, which are basically unwatchable, and TS rips, which are slightly less unwatchable.
You're getting the hang of it.
But enough about this low-quality crap. Let's talk about the good stuff. The rips that actually look decent. Back in my day, it was all about those DVD rips.
Ah, the golden age of DVD ripping.
Yeah, those were the days. You pop in that DVD rip, and it's almost like you're at the damn cinema.
Except you're in your underwear surrounded by empty pizza boxes.
Hey, don't judge my lifestyle. But those DVD rips, they were pretty damn good. How did they even get those movies before they were released?
Well, back then it was all about getting your hands on those physical DVDs.
So basically someone had to sneak into a factory or something.
Not necessarily. Sometimes it was as simple as bribing a store clerk.
The good old days of corruption.
Once they had the DVD, they'd use software to rip the movie and encode it into a file that could be shared online.
And then boom, pirated movies for everyone.
It was a beautiful time.
But then Blu-ray came along, and DVD rips became about as relevant as a rotary phone.
True, Blu-ray was a game changer.
So how the hell do these pirates get their grubby mitts on those shiny discs before they even hit the shelves?
Well, you gotta remember, this is a whole ecosystem. There are different players, different levels of access.
You mean like some kind of secret pirate society?
Something like that. There are groups dedicated to getting their hands on those discs early.
And how they do that? Blackmail, espionage carrier pigeons.
All of the above, and then sometimes it's about connections, sometimes it's about exploiting vulnerabilities.
Sounds risky.
It is. But the rewards can be high.
Especially when you're talking about Blu-ray rips.
Oh yeah, Blu-ray rips are a whole different ballgame. We're talking about pristine quality, high definition.
All right, break it down for me. What the hell is the difference between a BD rip and a Brie rip, and why should I give a shit?
A bead rip is a rip directly from the Blu-ray disc. It's the source, the purest form.
So like drinking straight from the bottle.
Exactly. A B-rip, on the other hand, is a rip of an already encoded video.
So like drinking from a bottle that's been passed around a few times.
Basically, the quality takes a hit.
So BD rip good, B rip bad. Got it.
And then you have those BD25 and BD50 tags, which refer to the size of the Blu-ray disc.
Wait, so there are different sizes of Blu-ray discs?
Yep. 25 gigabytes or 50 gigabytes.
So bigger disk, better quality?
Most of the time, yeah. More space means they can cram in more data, resulting in a higher byte rate.
And a higher byte rate means a better looking picture.
Exactly.
All right, I'm starting to feel like a goddamn pirate connoisseur over here.
You're learning fast.
But let's be real, who even buys physical discs anymore? It's all about streaming now.
True, the world has gone digital.
So how the hell do these pirates rip movies from Netflix and those other streaming giants?
Now we're getting into the really interesting stuff. We're talking about WebDLs.
WebDLs? What the hell is that?
WBDLs are rips taken directly from streaming services.
Wait, hold up. They can rip straight from Netflix. Don't those sites have like 1 million security measures in place?
They do, but pirates are always one step ahead.
So how do they do it, Magic Pixie Dust?
Not quite. Some sites have weaker DRM than others, making them easier targets.
BRM. What's that?
Digital rights management. It's basically a way to protect content from being copied.
So these pirates are like digital ninjas sneaking past all the security measures.
You could say that.
And the result is a pristine copy of the movie.
Often in a lossless format.
Lossless. You mean like a perfect copy?
Pretty much. No shitty compression artifacts, no audio distortion.
So it's like you're watching the movie straight from the studio's vault.
Except you didn't pay a dime.
Beautiful.
It is a thing of beauty.
All right, so we've covered cams, TS rips, DVD rips, Blu-ray rips, and now WebDLs.
We've covered a lot of ground.
And I'm already feeling like I need a goddamn drink.
Me too.
But we're not done yet. There's still so much more to talk about.
Oh yeah, this is just the tip of the iceberg.
So buckle up, you magnificent bastards, because we're about to go even deeper into the murky depths of movie piracy.
I can't wait. It's like stealing the Mona Lisa, except it's a shitty Adam Sandler comedy.
Hey, now don't diss Adam Sandler. All right, so we talked about those high-quality rips, the WDLs. But what about those other sites? You know, the ones where the quality is like a roller coaster ride?
You're talking about WebRips.
Yeah.
The Wild West of streaming piracy.
Yeah, sometimes it's decent. Sometimes it looks like it was filmed on a goddamn flip phone.
That's the gamble you take with WebRips. They're basically re-encoded regions of streams, often ripped from sites with weaker security.
So like a bootleg copy of a bootleg copy?
Pretty much. The quality can vary wildly depending on the source and the encoding.
So WebDL is the 5-star restaurant, and WebRip is the dodgy food truck.
I like that analogy.
I'm full of them. But man, this whole piracy thing is making my head spin. There are so many different formats, acronyms. It's like trying to learn a goddamn foreign language.
Well, it is a kind of language. A language of rebels and outlaws.
The language of people who refuse to pay $20 for a movie ticket.
Exactly.
All right, so let's talk about those weird-ass release names.
Yeah.
You know, the ones with all the cryptic tags and abbreviations. It's like they're trying to communicate with goddamn aliens.
Well, in a way they are. They're trying to communicate with each other to distinguish themselves from the competition.
So it's like a secret code only pirates can understand.
You could say that.
All right, hit me with your pirate decoder ring. Let's crack this code.
Okay, so let's start with something simple. If you see a release tagged with proper, it means it's a corrected version of a previous release, usually from a different group.
So like a pirate quality control check.
Exactly. One group fucks it up, another group comes in and cleans up the mess.
Pirates with standards. Who knew?
And then you have repack, which is basically the same thing, but it's the same group admitting they screw up and releasing a fixed version.
So even pirates have a conscience.
Sometimes.
What else you got?
Well, you might see multi-I, which means the release includes multiple audio languages.
For our international pirate comrades. Got to spread the love around the globe.
Precisely.
What about subtitles?
That would be multi-subs S. Multiple subtitle tracks for those who prefer to read their movies.
Makes sense. All right. What about those weird acronyms I see sometimes, like HDRIP and HCHDRIP? Those sound like something out of a goddamn science fiction movie.
Well, HDRIP usually means it's a transcoded version of an HDTV or WebDL source.
Transcoded Tamon, man, you're losing me again.
It just means the video has been re-encoded, usually to make the file size smaller.
So sacrificing quality for convenience.
Got it.
What about the HCHDRIP thing?
That stands for hard-coded subtitles. It means the subtitles are burned into the video and can't be turned off.
Which is a pain in the ass if you don't need subtitles or if they're in a language you don't understand.
Exactly. And then you have those cryptic tags that are unique to certain release groups.
Wait, so there are like pirate gangs out there, each with their own little tag.
You could say that these release groups, they take pride in their work. They want to be recognized for their skills, their speed, their ability to crack the toughest DRM.
It's like a badge of honor.
Exactly.
Man, this whole thing is fucking fascinating. I'm starting to think we should start our own pirate crew. You know, be the goddamn Blackbeard and Calico Jack of the digital age.
I appreciate the enthusiasm, but I think I'll stick to my day job. Remember, this is all fun and games until the FBI comes knocking.
All right, FBI. If you're listening, this is purely hypothetical. We're just a couple of guys shooting the shit, you know. But seriously, folks, piracy is illegal.
Yeah.
We're not condoning it. We're just trying to understand it.
Exactly. It's a complex issue with a lot of gray areas.
But it's a goddamn entertaining one, that's for sure.
It is. And it's constantly evolving. As technology changes, so do the methods of piracy and the methods of combating it.
It's a never-ending arms race.
Exactly. And it's one that's likely to continue for years to come.
Well, that's a comforting thought. So what's the future of piracy?
Yeah.
What can we expect to see in the coming years?
That's a tough question to answer. But one thing's for sure. It's going to get even more complex and sophisticated.
So we're going to need a bigger pirate decoder ring.
Definitely. But here's the thing. Piracy has actually pushed the industry to innovate in some ways.
You mean like those anti-piracy ads that no one ever watches?
Not exactly. I'm talking about the rise of streaming services like Netflix and Amazon Prime Video.
So you're saying that those asshats who are ripping DVDs and uploading them to shady websites actually helped create the streaming empire we have today?
In a way, yes. The demand for convenient, high-quality content drove the development of these platforms.
So piracy is actually a good thing.
I wouldn't go that far. It's still illegal and it hurts the industry.
But it also pushes them to do better.
That's one way to look at it.
All right, I'm starting to see the bigger picture here. It's like a goddamn ecosystem.
Pirates push the boundaries, studios play catch-up, and we, the consumers, benefit from the whole goddamn mess.
That's a pretty good summation. I told you I'm full of them. But let's be real. Most people don't give a shit about the economics of piracy. They just want to watch their goddamn movies.
Yeah.
So for those folks who are just tuning in, what's the takeaway here? What do they need to know to navigate this wild world of digital buccaneers?
Well, first off, you're going to pirate movies, at least be smart about it. Know your sources, understand the lingo, and for God's sake, use a VPN.
Amen to that. Don't be an idiot and get yourself slapped with a lawsuit because you downloaded the wrong version of Fast and Furious 17.
For the fascinating. Exactly. And remember, while we've had some fun exploring this world, piracy is illegal. We're not endorsing it. We're just trying to shed some light on it.
Yeah, we're all about education here, folks. Knowledge is power, even if it's knowledge about how to break the law. Just kidding, FBI. Please don't come knocking.
Seriously, though, if you can afford it, support the filmmakers and studios by paying for their work.
Yeah, those poor bastards work hard to entertain us.
Yeah.
The least we can do is throw a few bucks their way. Unless the movie sucks, then, well, you know what to do. I'm just kidding. Mostly.
I think we've said enough for one episode.
All right, folks, that wraps up our deep dive into the world of movie piracy. We've covered everything from those shitty-ass cams to those pristine web EDLs, from the economics of the industry to the goddamn psychology of pirates.
We've decoded the lingo, explored the ecosystem, and hopefully given you a better understanding of this complex and constantly evolving world.
If you learned something new, great.
Oh.
If you had a few laughs, even better.
Yeah.
And if you're still planning to pirate your movies, well, just be smart about it, all right? Stay informed, stay safe, and most importantly, stay entertained. We'll catch you magnificent bastards on the next deep dive.
Peace out.
Think about it, the rise of streaming services like Netflix and Amazon Prime Video, it's partly a response to piracy.
So you're saying those assholes ripping DVDs and uploading that shit actually helped create Netflix?
Kinda, yeah. People wanted easy access to good quality movies and the studios weren't giving it to them.
So pirates are the unsung heroes of the streaming revolution.
I wouldn't say heroes, but they definitely played a role. They forced the industry to adapt.
So piracy is like a weird form of market research. In a way, yeah. It shows what the consumers want.
And what they want is free shit.
Well, yeah, that too.
But let's be real. Most people don't give a shit about the economic of piracy. They just want to watch their damn movies.
True.
So for those folks out there, what's the takeaway? What do they need to know to survive in this digital jungle?
Well, first off, if you're going to pirate movies, at least be smart about it.
Don't be a dumbass and download a virus-ridden copy of Barbie, President of the World.
Exactly. Know your sources, understand the lingo, and for God's sake, use a VPN.
I'm into that. Protect your ass.
And remember, while we've had some fun exploring this world, piracy is illegal. We're not endorsing it.
Yeah, we're just trying to shed some light on this shady-ass business.
So if you can afford it, support the filmmakers by paying for their work.
Yeah, throw those poor bastards a bone. Unless a movie sucks, Then, well, you know what to do. Just kidding, FBI.
All right, I think we've covered enough ground for one episode.
Yeah, I think we've exhausted this topic more than a hooker on a Saturday night.
That's a disturbing image.
So let's wrap this shit up. We've gone from those shitty-ass cams to those pristine web EDLs, from the economics of piracy to the psychology of those digital outlaws.
It's been a wild ride.
Damn right it has. So there you have it, folks, the world of movie piracy in all its glory.
A complex and ever-changing landscape.
So stay informed, stay safe, and most importantly, stay entertained. We'll catch you magnificent bastards on the next deep dive. Peace out.